the activities of the port are around cargo, around the containers that you unload from the ships, the containers that if not moved out of this port in good time will end up congesting the port and make the work of the port very difficult. And that is why testing truck drivers in good time so that they can be able to pick up their loads and move out and decongest the port is extremely important. And I want to tell you that we as a ministry have been working very closely with partners addressing this issue, including Trademark East Africa, addressing this issue of facilitating the movement of cargo at the port and across our borders. And we're happy to say that next week we will be opening up a testing laboratory at the Coast General Hospital that we would want to dedicate to the testing of truck drivers so that they are able to get their COVID-19 free certificates in good time before they depart this point of origin, so that when they reach the borders, they will be able to move across those borders without any further delays. And also in this regard, this testing is going to be linked to the system that is being developed by Trademark East Africa on the regional cargo tracking system, where now these test results of truck drivers will be incorporated and will be available electronically within the system at the border points even before the truck drivers arrive there. All this is an effort to try to, one, be able to ensure that we are testing those that need to be tested, those who are what we call high-risk groups, but at the same time ensuring that our trade is able to flow without much interruptions or delays. So it is indeed therefore a pleasure today to be here to witness the handing over of PPEs that will go a long way in protecting our frontline workers here at the port to protect themselves against the coronavirus.
COVID is a challenge globally. Many of you may know that the European Union is the world's largest trading bloc, largest common market, largest integrated trading area. And one of the key challenges we faced when dealing with COVID is how can you keep the goods flowing while also keeping people safe? And this is a similar challenge for Kenya, and in particular for Mombasa port, which plays such a vital role in the competitiveness of the Kenyan economy, but also for the broader East African region. And I want to take a moment to thank the workers of the port, but also the different governmental services that are also present in the port for keeping this port open, allowing it to function during this COVID crisis. Because without that, I think the economy would be facing even more significant challenges than the ones that it is already facing. In close coordination with the national safety nets that exist, we've also been providing through Kenyan Red Cross and AMREF support for healthcare equipment and training. We've got a credit line for small and medium-sized enterprises who've been facing difficulties in surviving financially and economically in these COVID times, worth some €200 million. And we're also providing some direct budgetary support to the government to underpin their own COVID efforts. And one component is the component which we have channeled through Trademark East Africa. And I was together with the CAS and the PS, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, on the border with Uganda in Busia, where we're also donating personal protection equipment to the customs officials, to the border officials, to also allow trade there. And as I said before,
there is a clear need to improve the flow of trade to ensure supply of essential products and secure the global economy. It is mandatory to maintain synergy as business partners to fight this virus and keep our services afloat to serve the needs of the world. The management of KPA acknowledges the support accorded today as timely and crucial in ensuring the Port of Mombasa continues to offer world-class services and operations that largely contributes to the regional economy. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to share the latest update in the efforts being undertaken by the management to mitigate the spread of the virus. The authority formed an in-house COVID-19 preparedness committee, which has since sensitized staff on methods of combating the spread of the virus, purchased PPEs that include face masks, sanitizers, among others. In terms of sanitizing, we put up 147 hand washing points with antiseptic soap and mounted sanitizer dispensers at various areas around the port, including all entry gates, offices, operational areas. The committee also ensured regular issuing of face masks and portable sanitizer to our staff and our stakeholders also. It is important to know that we have enabled our online cargo documentation process as part of an innovation to facilitate our customers to clear cargo electronically and relieve human traffic within the port. Continuous practice of fumigation is carried out around the port premises, while more advanced personal protective equipments have been purchased for staff working in our clinics and those also boarding vessels, pilots and security officers.
However, with the COVID-19 pandemic, the gains that we registered since 2010 are threatened to be reversed with significant economic gains that have been made through KPA, Kenya, and the sub-Saharan Africa being eroded. So in Kenya alone, annual growth is estimated to be at 1%, vis-a-vis this year's projected growth of 6.1% pre-pandemic period. It is also becoming evident that coronavirus is spreading rapidly through unsafe trade. And this is where KPA comes in. Most importantly, our frontline officials who ensure that operations at the port continue efficiently and are at risk of, as the exposure to the virus is very high. Statistics of which, and numbers of which have been highlighted to us by Captain Ruto.
This structure will be a regional development with respect to an application that promotes the necessary credence and quality assurance of laboratories that are involved in testing, and ensuring that the certification is then put online with a view of countering any counterfeits and fake certificates, thereby promoting the necessary satisfaction and more importantly, the assurance to all those agencies and cross-border market systems that would like to reduce the time but have to do all this verification process repeatedly. We're also in part of our reforms to ensure that we automate as much as possible and have smart gates installed, as well as the overall review of KPA tariffs to reduce costs at the Port of Mombasa, in addition to developing joint verification and risk management capacities to improve cargo clearance in collaboration with county governments as well as government agencies.
That we have this pandemic that is devastating the world economies, and we have our business partners with us today. We ask that you guide us and take care of us so that we do our session here today successfully, and after the event, everybody travels. Thank you very much. That's the handing over of the equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, we should know that as you see, the equipment looks few here. The value of the equipment is because the Cabinet Secretary is also here for the first time. Thank you.
solution we have come up.
Full kit for the driver, and of course this monitoring of the driver continues all through, and then depending on
The hinterland coming back this direction. And as you can see, the background of this is that the various countries have instituted measures that of which can be recognized electronically by the second country and the third country. And the important thing here is also for health purposes, the availability of data around the movement of the travel. So, in a nutshell, the solution is able to provide.
Kwani microphone itawekelewa wapi? Shika.
Program by introduction. We are here donating, we are receiving donations from the word of prayer, and then we continue with the rest of the program. So let us pray. We don't need to stand. You guys okay?
Yeah.
It will be here at the corner here.
Yes.
Estuary.
Yes.
This next to the estuary. That will be the landing point, and it will come just between. The end.
That hill there.
A small
Yeah, that
island.
area, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
just behind that.
That is the zone, economic
And they have
zone.
really done it.
Huh? I was there when the president at the airport.
To the airport. Yes.
Actually,